It's the mighty good word party, folk. It's your mile high priest. I'm up here, up about a mile high on the sun state. It's Sunday, April 28th, right? Collective, what's good? This message is for all sign placements. I strongly suggest checking out your sign placement readings and the other collective readings. Today I have a couple of decks, including the well-known Archetypes, the Personal Values Oracle that I created, and the Hermetic Tarot, as well as the Mystic Mondays Tarot and Zodiac Tarot. I'm just kind of free-flowing today. I did want to take the time to just do a quick disclaimer of sorts. I'm trying to include a little bit more of these introductions so that you're able to understand the type of work that I do. As far as human design, I am a manifestor. That is my archetype in human design, and it may have a different label than archetype. But that means I need a lot of rest. So that leads me to tell you that I will catch up with sign readings in about a week and a half to 2 weeks for the new moon. Is it Gemini? What's good, yeah. But yeah, that's why I encourage rest. And typically I tend to, well, here I go. While I wrote a little note, while spiritual work requires healing, my work is to help you discover blockages and provide only a few suggestions, right? Because there are more than what I can offer, but also to move through false hope, or the reason why I help to discover blockages and give you suggestions on how to remove them, is so that you can then move through false hope and place faith in your true destiny, or in a true destined path, right? And create real movement and shift in your life. By no means am I any spiritual authority, and I suggest that you consult with your advisors, be it spirit guides, angels, medical, or financial. Tarot and spirituality is triggering. I mean, is there another way to put it? Work movement and energy, physical movement energy it requires things to move. And so I also recommend guides like shamans, psychologists, and psychiatrists, those that are more in alignment with healership, right? By no means should you strive to be hyper independent. At least that is my concern in my view. We are a collective working in unconditional love. Thank you for being here. I absolutely honor you. I completely honor your path. I 100% trust your decision making will lead you to your true path. I thank you for being here and for our energetic exchange. I think we should just kind of kick into it, right? Magicians, high priests, high priestesses, kings, queens, royals. This is your most luxurious, effervescent, bubbly court. I'm your mercurial, funny-looking jester with your cosmic messages for your divine inspiration and your spiritual exaltation and human evolution through spaces and time. I'm about to ping this fork. All right, so Venus is about to move into Taurus, and Mars is currently conjunct with Neptune in Pisces, about high degrees, so things are maybe fuzzy. Once again, thank y'all for being here. I wanted to pull just one from or we'll see how many come out, right? I feel a sense of lightness, I've also been going through my own spiritual processing work, and my schedule is shifting per my personal yes. So I guess I am honoring that in the collective as well, that there have been now shifts that are actually gaining momentum, or at least they are appearing in the dimensional world as post the eclipse portals. And we are nearing the moon in Aquarius, which is the last quarter moon, and that is triggering a offset in regards to stature. So perhaps looking at, or a suggestion to look at how you create distinction based on status, or the level of stature of a person. Is it that you feel above others because you have certain things or own a certain amount of things? Also, it is very much quality, coming to a quality versus quality examination. It can be sort of like cold and severe to perceive yourself in a manner that way, right? But yes, where do you feel you are above it all? Or that people are beneath you, right? Do you honor that you change or others change, or that perhaps there may need to be change created in your behavior and thought expression? Goddess Isis, the mountain. Yeah, so the mountain very much is like, are you putting yourself out because you don't feel justified in the world, or don't feel justified in a group, in a sense, in a relationship? Are you standing high above it while you... It is work, right? There is work involved for yourself to create something, and then what is the treatment of others? Not to say that it doesn't include their treatment of you, right? But that then involves looking at more perspectives. Goddess Isis, Sun God, Mercury, angels, spirit guides of the highest light, ancestors, hopeful ancestors, wise ancestors, ancient ancestors, spirit guides of the highest light. So we have the bridge and the eternal child, card number 38 and card number 4. Holding on to more than physical status as a means of separation, holding on to a perceived power that is either, is it that you're like the chariot, directing power and will, directing power through honoring a higher will, higher like a destination, right? Or a more than just the end goal. Wow. So a lot of unable to see, a lot of need for not bridging. So okay, it just feels like take the time to connect where there is a lot of order, a lot of power that may come from a innate desire to possess and own. How, like, again, the quality aspect, how much and why, and the need for confidence to show from your true essence, despite how much there is around you and how much control you actually exert, and where you stand as far as status. It is the eternal child, and so you are presenting as you are not a like you're not a beginner, so to speak. You're in a career path where you've been involved in this relationship for a while, and now there are relationships that are forming in terms of new or have been forming, and because of the ecliptic sort of switch on and off, on, off, off, on, there is there can be movement. Either you are moving, or your schedule is changing, or your friendships or relationships have shifted, where there are new relationships coming in and forming and developing, becoming real, true relationships, and others shifting, or sort of a need to really examine where the push to create those types of those specific relationships, where how did both of you arrive at that status of relationship, right? Like, how deeply ingrained and why, and is there a power struggle, what certain energetic where do you it's so tricky at that point to where does your mind carry you to exert a lot of filling in the blank that perhaps someone is not meeting expectations, or not honoring this or that process or this time, where are those thoughts leading, if those thoughts are present? Thank you so much, Sun God Ra, Goddess Isis, Mercury, angels, spirits, the highest light, helpful ancestors, wise ancestors, angels, spirits, the highest light, ancestors, wise ancestors, helpful ancestors. So this is a personal values oracle that I developed based on the personal values sword. Yes, I was thinking this is a relationship or friendship, and also it alludes to now you're developing different belief systems, or you're honoring your forward path, where you are now bridging to a new collective, or honoring that there are openings in terms of like where to shift energy in collectives, as far as like pouring into others a lot, or pouring into this group, or pouring into yourself. Where do you feel there's an empty reserve as far as like creative, more like too much emphasis and weight placed on specific relationships, that where there is off balance, and where there is mastery in terms of like is there mastery coming from both individuals, or mastery coming from one end? Very intellectual, very also emotional. It then does mean a shift in terms of groups. Oh my gosh, well, that's funny. I shuffled these in an opposite facing direction. I'll show you the friendship card. Goddess Isis, Sun God Ra, Mercury, angels, spirits, highest light, ancestors, helpful ancestors. Yes, so earlier, well, yeah, it's a blank slate. Like, you are going to shift or are shifting. There is a shift, right? This is what I was talking about earlier in my little disclaimer. By no means should you strive to be hyper independent. That is not my belief. That may be some folks' belief. And so that I don't agree. I have to be completely 100% honest, because this is what I believe. Autonomy. And so that's what is bubbling up here. Autonomy versus hyper independence. Autonomy means ownership of what, like honoring boundaries, right? Self-acceptance are also boundaries that you integrate for yourself, because there is that balance between helpfulness to the circles around you, work and people, versus yourself. How much do you pour into yourself? This is all about coming into comfortability with your new personalities and styles, because you are evolving, as Venus does require work for value, like realignment and then integration. And now it's like integration, and now you see where there's a drive or competitive push in a way, and where maybe you're not in alignment with quantity over quality, at least not in every aspect of your life. Sorry, that one flew out. I have here the Hermetic Tarot, Lord of Strife. So yeah, arguments, a need to process healthy competition versus toxic competitive behavior. Justice. The cards ain't lying. Collective, what's good? This message is like, I'm ready for it, right? Yeah, are you ready for it? Angel, spirit guides. Yeah, this is your arena of expertise. I feel that you are very tired of just lying dormant when there's a need to like move away from this like floaty false consciousness, right? Of like it does have a sense of like I want to no longer exert a lot of control in terms of relationships that require a lot of intensity and management, where you're not fully in assertion, right? Where you then take a look at how to connect with your true essence, clear mind. We have the Ace of Swords here. It's almost like these words are just forming as I'm speaking them. Thank you, Goddess Isis, Sun God Ra, Mercury, angels, spirit guides of the highest light. The Emperor appears. Okay. So ownership of yourself is what you're telling me. Removing yourself from perceived toxic situations where you have relinquished control, and you still see like a push on the other end, right? Or a like drive to really control. So once you relinquish, you're able to see where others are tugging and tug of war, right? Goddess Isis, Sun God Ra. It can feel out of order, as in chaotic, meaning you're honoring where things need to end. For comfort, Venus is going to come in and be like, are you comfortable in your own skin, right? Goddess Isis, Sun God Mercury, angel spirits of this light. Ancestors, helpful ancestors, right here, yeah. Flow, creative flow, earthly flow, and inspired flow. Water and fire, temperance, to rise, in clear mind, right? In balance, karmic balance. Because you're honoring your work, you're honoring karma, in and out of worldly pursuit, right? It's despite that. Just because you present well, it doesn't mean you've covered karmic debt, right? Now, you are honoring that, and you actually see beyond where others try to place control, so you're able to walk through, remove yourself, and dig through emotional distress is how I feel it. Dig through emotional distress. The 5 of Cups and the Moon. Can we say that? Dig through emotional distress. You're like, maybe this is not my emotional distress. Princess of Pentacles. Maybe I honor that there are vibrations around me that I must clear and cleanse, and for comfort, not for any fancy experience, right? And not to sit, I'm not saying right, this is to become the Empress. It says the Sun and the 6 of Cups. I have here the Mystic Mondays Tarot. So we've looked at the situation, the origin, the basis, the challenge. It is a little foggy, right? It is a little unbeknownst to you that you are about to walk through that door, because you are honoring where you have attempted to work through, and where there can be splits and separation, right? Wow, 2 of Wands and Ace of Cups, where there can be splits and separation. This being past. Present, new vision, honoring movement forward. Honoring movement forward. It will happen. You will, moving out of the gunk. May 13th is final clearance from post-shadow Mercury retrograde. Wow, moving out of the funk. And it's not juggling 2 of Wands, old, 2 of Wands, bottom of the deck, general vibration. You want joy. It's not that deep. You go deep with yourself. You've done the deep work. You're not going to go deep for others, because you have a certain type of movement to create in your life, to shift, okay? And you're honoring little by little. Enjoy. In my right, I have worked through what I can acknowledge in the current moment, and now pause and honor that. You can pause. You don't have to ultimately be held back by constant examination. And there can be joy. It can be light. I have here the Zodiac Tarot. Thank you, Collective. Oh yes, by the way, if this message resonates with you, please feel free to hit the like, thumbs up, or please, if you would like to just support the channel's growth in general. I'm taking it easy. I've been at this for about a year. My channel says it's older than a year old, and I have been posting longer than a year. But it's because I had this profile for that long, for 18 years. And I only recently turned it into the Mile High Priest channel. I have been posting a lot, and my work is shifting in terms of like me, my path being more direct. Or has become more direct. But I really appreciate everyone that is here. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Please stick around. If you are not subscribed, hit subscribe. Share this with anyone that you think may like it or resonate with the message. And leave me a comment. Thank you so much, Sun God, Love Goddess, Isis, Mercury, Angels, Spirit of your highest light, helpful ancestors, wise ancestors, ancient ancestors, sage ancestors, wise ancestors, ancestors. Okay, and now, wow, 3 cards came out. Card number 11, the Hermit. Card number 7 of Wands. Card number 8 of Wands, Judgment. Card number 20. You know, I mean, you go from bases being the moon and terrible relationships, like wanting to move out of that. And then you go to Judgment. So like getting out of that space. As I split the deck, 6 of Cups, getting out of this space, right? 6 of Cups, 3 of Wands. Envisioning, right? We already have the 3 of Wands out here. Present moment. Boom. You are in the present moment. You are in the now. Exiting. Okay. An old plan. And then look what tries to fly out. A new plan of less exerting control and honoring that you can create space for love. Angel Spirit has a nice line. That's so cool. We were talking about the Chariot and the Empress. Oh, and there are more cards. And we were talking about Temperance. And yeah, it is a challenge to leave one space for another, whether energetic or whether relationship, friendship, love, romantic, or familial. We honor the 5 of Pentacles, Mercury in Taurus, a shift in perspective gained not from paying your karma. There's no sign of you like obtaining karma. We had Justice fly out earlier at the start, so that means karma has been like you've cleared out a lot, right? 5 of Pentacles coming from this, honoring your vibration, honoring that status, right? Where's my vibration? What work have I done? Oh, I've actually processed and moved on from a lot of this stuff. I don't need to cater to those that are not in balance, especially emotionally and with their creative control. And it comes out a lot as others just flashing the light on you, right? Like, hey, what are you doing? Look at what I'm doing. I'm working with God over here to get out of this having but not feeling fulfilled. You're actually in fulfillment and things turn for you, right? This is like really coming to you, really honoring you as part of this Saturn in Pisces, to honor where there's no energy to give, where there is only like constant mental anguish and strategy, constant, where there's too cold of a entity to give love. You can't give love to someone who's not able to accept it, right? King of Pentacles with the Seven of Cups, the Four of Wands. That means you shift. You don't lose integrity. You shift. Maybe there is a feeling of a little loss of integrity because you're like, man, I made some bad decisions. But you still look well grounded. And the shift happens. Two of Pentacles and Four of Wands. Venus in Aries. Now you manifest this shift in reality. Now you see it. It's going to be different for the rest of the year now that you see the shift, obviously, right? But it is more like you feel more creative. You're gaining energy in some sense. And look, you're moving on to a new status with yourself as far as like creating that bridge between you. And yeah, it does feel like coming to you, right? Two of Cups coming to you. Security, founded in truth, authenticity, love of your guides, love of this like emotional vibration, not holding on to power, but holding on to security and honoring the shift and change in perspective, because the karma's old. Now you flow, and now you don't hold on to things that are not fulfilling. New strategies required. Where are you going, right? New contracts, new spaces. You're ready to move out of stale mate. Okay. Out of emotionally draining, out of controlling and status fiending. Okay. Out of the dark, wow, into the light. The Lovers, somewhere there. Okay, yes, the Ace of Swords. We come back to the Ace of Swords. Thank you very much. Collective, I honor you. Once again, if this message resonates with you, or if you'd like to support the channel's growth, please feel free to hit the thumbs up, the like button. Share this with anyone that you think will enjoy it, and leave me a comment, and don't forget to stick around and subscribe. Thank you very much. I honor you. I honor your path. More collective readings to come soon, and then watch out for the sign placement readings around the new moon. Thank you very much for hanging out with us, with me, and evolving. I love constant evolution and change. It might not be the best look, but as a manifester in regards to my human design, it's these shifts come often, and I love them. Nothing is static or permanent. It's tough to say that there is hardly permanency in my life. And so I believe you may feel this too. I'm sure a lot of people feel that they are, a lot of folks hold on to a certain perception or personality style that you wore as a mask in prior years or prior relationships. A lot of folks hold on to that vision of you. Here it shows that there is a new vision of you. And so I understand that it can be tough in the reality to wrangle like the agreement and disagreement and the separation or culmination, but it really is honoring authenticity and knowing that you are intuitively being led to turn yourself around because of this like true work of spiritual emotional work it shows. And however that you have come to this point is you did this healing, you heal yourself, you've done this, honor that. Don't hold it against anyone or believe that you are above many, you're actually unlocking the secret that you don't know or suppose anything, because life unfolds as it naturally wants to. The universe expands as it should, and you are a child of the universe. So you are expanding as well every freaking second. Very expensive time right now with Jupiter and Taurus. Jupiter and Uranus and Taurus and all that jazz. So keep it real, keep it light. I send you all the love. I send you all the light. I don't know what's up with my high priest. He's him and Mercury are up to something, right? We'll see what's up ahead for us, for the collective. I honor you. I honor everything about this channel. It's funky. It's fun. Keep it real. Keep it light. I'll be back with more soon.